Everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you in lovely professional university Edu-Webinars. My name is Dalvinder Kaur and I'm your host for today's webinar. As I can see, people are still joining, so let's wait for a few more minutes so that everyone can join. Till then, let me take you all on a virtual tour of our beautiful university. So here it is.
Finishes on 90 meters, 23.
Thanks everyone for watching and thanks everyone for calling. Let's talk about the call response. Is this video real or AI? No, this video is absolutely real video. No AI is harmed in making this video. So for the people who wants to see this video again, I'll share the link in the chat box later in 2-3 minutes. So as I can see, everyone has joined. So let's dive into today's topic, that is CVs, internships, and interviews, the Law Students Career Toolkit. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Dr. Rana Mehta, Assistant Professor, Department of Law, lovely professional university. She works closely with the students, mentoring the young lawyers and helping them confidently transitions from classroom to courtrooms. So, sorry. So now we're going to introduce our admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Sukhwinder Singh. Mr. Sukhwinder Singh is an experienced educational professional with 15 plus years in academic, administration, and admissions. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any question. You can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to our expert, Dr. Rana Mehta, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from her. And I'll be also joining you all as an attendee, as it's always great to learn something. Over to you, Dr. Rana Mehta.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for giving me this opportunity, and I wish all the attendees a really good luck for choosing this stream where it is stated that it is meant for helping people to provide them justice. But if you see that in today's time, it is not only about providing them justice, but it has become a fancy corporate world also. So not taking much time, let us start with the presentation so that our young legal luminaries could have a vision, have a clarity about this course. Before I start, ma'am, could you please tell me if the screen is visible, if the presentation is visible to you?
A screen is visible. You just share the presentation also.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, as far as I could see, I'm already sharing. share screen. Yeah, is it visible now?
The presentation is visible. You can continue.
Okay, so as I said, I welcome you all law students. Like being studying law is something which we can say that it is a repayment to society. Fine. When you enter this legal field, it is not the fancy world which we see in suits. It is also a world which is very much there in Mamla Legal Hai, if you have seen that, because our Indian legal system or Indian legal structure is very similar to whatever this Netflix series has shown. But it's a long journey. For you to enter into this stream, it will take 5 years to reach at least to the bar. But between this journey, during this journey of 5 years, there are many pet stops which you have to carry, which you have to pass on to have a bright future. And when I say many pit stops, it's not about your classroom teaching, classroom teachings, your midterm examination, your final examination, but all together, you have to have your CVs in hand, internships, and at the last stage, when we say that, okay, I'm job ready, I need the job. Most crucial part of most crucial thing is interview preparation for the students. So every journey begins with a strong foundation. Every success is based on the strong foundation, and how you can build or how you can start with that strong foundation is with a good CV, or when I say I have used the word toolkit. Toolkit means your CV, which not only tells about you, but it is a compilation of all the internships which you have done. All together, it is about the preparation of the interviews. You must have seen that, okay, when you will enter into the classroom, there are many other students studying with you. And after 5 years, they are your friends as well as your competitors too. Because the legal job market is very competitive. Academic excellence is something which is no longer the single element required for getting a good opportunity. Whereas proactive career participations, starting early, like early movers advantage, staying consistent with the good internships are something which increase the chances of you getting the job at a better package than your peers or than of your classmates. So why I'm using the word toolkit again? Because we start from CV, we do internships, and ultimately experience in internships also give us the power to present ourselves during the interview. So the key component, as I stated, the CV and cover letter. Now, when we say CV, curriculum weighting, is a document which not only talks about you, it also gives a reflection of what you have done, what you aspire to do, and how you aspire to do. Gone are the days when a CV or resume was just a basic document telling about your name, email ID, and your qualification. For us, for lawyers, or for any person who is seeking a job, CV is your marketing template. CV is something which will present your picture in front of the recruiter. Fine. So a strong CV gives you a better chances of getting a call for interview. It happens that a person is very intelligent, fine. But how would the interviewer know that you are intelligent or you have got the required skill set? On basis of your CV. Now, with CV, if you could see the slide, I have mentioned the term cover letter. Now, again, being a novice, you would ask me, what is a cover letter, ma'am? So cover letter is an additional document which gives you first impression that why you are seeking this job and what are certain key qualities which you have which the other person doesn't have, and this opportunity or this call for interview should be given to you and not the other person's. Fine. This is just an entry point. The CV and the cover letter is just an entry point that the interviewer might call you. Many times it happens that we share the CVs and cover letters with the recruiters and students are not called for, or maybe just looking at the CV, the student is given the job of internship. So the stronger the CV, the stronger the cover letter, stronger are the chances of absorption. Fine. Next is internship. Now internship, as we say, all work and no play make Jack the dull boy. Fine. This is a common saying. But if you talk about the professional field, internships are vital component because they not only give us a line to be added on CV, but hands-on experience. You might be very good at score. Fine, you have scored 9 CGPA, 10 CGPA. But if you don't have internships or real life exposure, then the qualification or then the bookish knowledge actually doesn't matter. And to overcome this situation or incorporating internships as an integral part of our curriculum, we at School of Law, Lovely Professional University, have made it compulsory to go for 4 weeks internship after your semester, after a year comes to an end. So a person who is coming to university in the first semester, in the summer break after the second semester, you have to go for compulsory internship for 4 weeks, which amounts to 28 days. And at LPU, we also, so this is like 4 weeks internship. And during the 5 years program, you have to take 20 weeks internship, 20 weeks compulsory internship. Along with that, we at LPU also promotes the internship, which are beyond curriculum, which are not governed by, which are not a compulsory part of our curriculum. And the last step, interviews. As I stated, when a CV is sent to recruiter and it is shortlisted, fine. Then comes the stage where you will be meeting the probable recruiter, your probable employer for the first time face to face. And here, your confidence, the CV outputs, everything combinedly matters. So it basically shows your skills, personality, and whether you would be able to fit into the culture of potential employer or not. Let me give you a small example without naming the company. Fine. So 2-3 months back, we had a company visiting LPU for recruitment of students. There were good students, there were average students. So it is our vision that the high scorer may get a job. We should also try to emphasize on the average students. So 2 students who had a very good experience were not absorbed by the company. Reason being that the company said that we want something whom we could teach from scratch. And if we are giving an opportunity to somebody who knows everything, then it might be a problem. They might not be able to gel up in the culture. So the cultural aspect is also important. Now, let's go to professional identity, crafting a professional identity. And when I say crafting a professional identity means crafting your resume, crafting your CV. So, सबसे पहला बच्चा, so the anatomy of winning the law CV is contact information. Whenever you are writing a CV, you have to give your name, phone number, professional email, LinkedIn, or in case afterwards you are registered with the bar, you have to mention that whether you are registered with the bar or not. Bar means bar council of your respective state. Education, law school, CGPA, like honors, honor subjects, relevant coursework, projects, whatever you have done during the education has to be mentioned. Then comes the experience. Ma'am, this is my first job. What should I mention in experience? Bacha, all the internships which you have carried during your fifth year, up to your 5 years would be reflecting your experience. That, okay, I have done one internship. This is my one experience. I have done the second internship. At least you would have 5 points of experiences as and when you leave the law school and enter into the professional world. And then skills and award, when we talk about soft skills, technical skills, a soft skill is like how good your communication, any awards you have mentioned, technical skills, you are good at drafting and whatever is related to your academics. Any research tool you have specialized, languages, publications in journals in case if any academic distinctions have to be mentioned. Now, what is the most important thing? That during this time of AI, many students prefer to write or get written CV through. That is not a good approach because the person who is interviewing you knows or may get to know as and when you appear for the interview. So always be truthful to your CV. Whatever you have understood, whatever you have done, whatever is your understanding, don't bluff around your CV. So keep your CV clean, error-free and well organized. Clarity and consciousness signals strong professional judgment qualities and every employer values. So only mention whatever you know. If you don't know anything, please don't mention that because it makes the first impression to be a bad one. So as or you can see on screen again, CV don'ts and do's. Use strong action words like I have done this, I have drafted an agreement for the client, I have advised, I have analyzed the documents. Quantify achievement wherever possible. When I say quantify, it means you should not give away. I have drafted so many agreements. Fine. As far as possible, you should start quantifying. I have drafted 5 agreements. I have published 6 papers. Fine. So you should mention the proofread meticulously. Always read your document before getting in public domain, before putting it in public domain. Your document shall be well read by you. And the least the merrier. Nobody is going to read long documents. Keep it short and simple. And don'ts include irrelevant personal details, use vague language or generic language, submit the same CV for every role, and we at LPU make sure that as and when a placement drive is conducted, the CV is catered for the job role according to the needs of the employer. Cut off with excessive formatting. As I stated earlier also, sweet and simple is the key to attract the attention towards your CV. So now, CV part is what is a cover letter? Cover letter is a document which is addressed to the organization where you are applying. So suppose I'm applying for a job at LPO. I will write to HR manager, Lovely Professional University, and the full address. If I know the name of the person, then the letter should be written to that particular person. You must have seen your certificates where it was mentioned to whomsoever it may concern. No, the employment letter does not have to mention, or it do not have to mention these kind of lines. We should be specific to whomsoever we are addressing our cover letter. Highlight relevance, that how and by what capacity this job is relevant to you. Connect your specific experiences and skills to the role for firm and work and show your genuine interest and explain why the employer should give you this opportunity and why this particular law firm gives you excitement to work for. So this is the first impression. Sending your cover letter and sending your CV is a first impression about your entry. Now, next chapter, which talks about the career is gaining real world experiences. And as I stated, it is about internships. Whatever may be your bookish knowledge, unless and until you don't implement it, you don't start putting your actual knowledge into the real field, this is not going to help out. So the practical exposure, and especially you will see that the law field is something altogether different when we read books, but when we go to so practical exposure, apply classroom knowledge in legal settings, courts, firms, NGOs, or the government body. Moreover, when you go to internship, in your class you have 60 people, fine. But when you go to internship, those 60 people are from your school, from your law school. But when you go through internship, there might be 10 other people from the various colleges. Fine. And in that case, you would not only know the students from Lovely Professional University, but 10 other colleges also. Secondly, the practitioners, the court people may see your work, start mentoring you, and then you will have colleagues at early stage of your career. Our law field depends great on networking. Say you're practicing in Delhi, right? And one of your client comes to you, sir, I need to have a lawyer in Jalandhar. Could you please help me in finding out? And you will realize, yeah, I met this gentleman from Jalandhar during my particular internship. And by this way, you can refer the matter to your friend. This would not only strengthen your relationship, but nowadays people are making money out of referrals too. Skill development, practical exposure enhances your skill, it enhances your legal writing, it enhances your analytical skills, research skills, and so on. And career exploration, discover practice areas, work culture, and the type of legal work that truly motivates you. Now, if somebody during the college stated that I want a career in corporate, okay. But what happened that you started internships in corporate, you started working in corporate, and later you realize no, corporate is not my cup of tea. So through internships, you can taste that thing earlier and then take a informed decision at whether you want to join a particular field or not, whether you want to work on a particular organization or not. So, securing your internship in LBU, as I stated, you have to go for internship in your second semester, fourth semester, sixth semester, eighth semester, and 10th semester. Fine. And the more early you determine that what is your profile, what do you want to do, the better internships opportunity you may get. And okay, internship started. What next? What I have to do internship? My mentor doesn't teach me much. What should I do? Be proactive. Ask for work. Go read the files. Fine. There are always file lives in the judicial chambers, in the lawyers' chambers. Be proactive in reading those files. Ask your senior questions. Okay, what happened in this case? How the judge has decided in a particular manner? What should be done? So all these questions should be asked by you. Be professional. Always wear professional attire and a strong work ethic and positive attitude leave lasting impression and on supervisors. So in case tomorrow they want to hire a full-time employee in the organization, you will always be remembered because you have shown a good work ethics and culture. Here comes the last step or last stage of our toolkit, that is interview. 5 years during the law college, worked well, scored well, did marvelous internships, fine. Now I want a full-time job. And what is a roadmap to that? Nailing the interview. How you can make that lasting impression in the interview that the employer is actually forced to have you on the board with them. Preparation is the key. Certain questions which are asked in every interview, behavioral questions. Okay. First is how you introduce yourself. Be formal while your introduction. Find research deeply about your company. In LPU, we organize KYC sessions, which are known as Know Your Company sessions. Fine. In which we tell the student about the company, their work culture, the package, and everything before the interview so that the student knows that what kind of organization he or she is getting into. So, know your CV code, be ready to discuss every entry in detail. As I stated, don't bluff around your CV. Only mention the things which you can defend, which are genuine. I have not worked with any organization and I'm mentioning I have worked with XYZ. You would not sustain this way. So be original. Now, when we talk about various kind of interviews, on-campus interviews, they are like law schools usually conduct on the campus. The recruiter comes to the campus and then the interview is taken in the campus. Informational interviews, informal conversation focused on career exploration, not job offers, either for networking and understanding the practice area, behavioral interviews, past experiences based question using the STAR method, situation, task, action, result. So what happened in STAR method is that they will give you a hypothetical situation, right? And they will ask you to act in a proper manner or be like role play. That this is a situation, you are the HR manager or you are the lawyer for the person. How would you behave in that situation? What action you would take? What suggestions you would give to your probable client? This is behavioral interview and technical interviews. Access legal knowledge, case analysis, problem solving skills, common and litigation focus forms. Now, ma'am, is the employer only who's going to ask the question, or I can also ask? In LPU, we also focus on soft skills, and during your soft skills classes in third and fourth year of your career, you will be taught this subject where we always tell you that it is not only the recruiter who can ask the question, it is you also who can ask them a counter question. So certain questions which you can see on screen, what does a typical work allocation look like for a first year associate in this teams? You may ask what is the expectation of the company from the prospective candidate about the work, what are they expecting, and all these things. How does the firm support continuing professional development? What qualities do your most successful lawyers share? So the last question is a kind of learning also where you can ask about not the company, not the firm, but this is a self-development question where you can ask the good qualities of a good professional or good lawyer. And so post interview etiquettes, send a thank you mail, send a personalized thank you email or within 24 hours, but don't be desperate. Don't show your desperation. Fine. That okay. Don't ask them that when I'll get the result. It is just a simple etiquette of sending thank you. And responding to offer, follow your law school's guidelines on accepting and declining offers. Be prompt, courteous, and professional in every response. The legal community is smaller than it seems, yes, because it happens that you never know. Now, you may meet the other person at some networking event or maybe in the court itself. So be courteous, be thankful for every opportunity you are getting. And here I have just integrated some smaller points which we have discussed. These three elements are not isolated tasks. CV, the first year students usually have a question. Ma'am, I haven't done much internships. What should I mention on my CVs? So first year students, I always advise, okay, whatever you have done till now in your school, in your higher secondary, mention that. But as mentioned earlier, each passing year would bring you one experience to be mentioned on the CV. The more work you have done, the better performance in the interview, the more confident you are. And your future in law starts now. Here, again, we have a placement cell right now also. I'm sitting in my school's placement cell, which is a dedicated office where the training and placement coordinator sits. You may visit us, get your CV vetted, ask them for interviews. Ma'am, okay, I want to appear for this interview. Please help me in preparation. Your CV should be thoroughly prepared. Your CV should be vetted. Every document, whatever you are sending to the organization, must be vetted. And start networking today. Nowadays, LinkedIn is a very good platform for networking. Don't wait that, okay, once I start the law school or when I enter into professional world, only then I will start networking. Start it now. There is no better time than now. And with this, I come to an end of giving the inputs from my side. I hope this has brought clarity, and in case any questions are there, as ma'am stated earlier, you may mention the questions in the chat box and we shall answer. Thank you. I'm stopping this slide. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Ranamita. So now I would request to admission nominee Mr. Sukhwinder Singh to be on screen. Over to you, Mr. Sukhwinder Singh.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Just good. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone, once again. And thank you so much, Dr. Raina, for enlightening us with so much of information. So now my part is to give some information regarding the admission process and the other details of the university. So starting with that, how to select a university. So I will just give you gist of that while selecting a university, what should a student should look up? Few of the factors that we have to look upon are the accreditations, approvals, placements, industry interaction, ranking and awards, obviously, study abroad, curriculum, how a university is doing on extracurricular activities, diversity, exposure, infrastructure, scholarship, and last, the campus. So starting from the accreditation and approvals, LPU is the only private university in the nation with the NAC A++ grade with a score of 3.68 on a scale of 4. So we are the number one amongst all the private universities of India. And yes, we are UGC approved and we are having all the required approvals to run different courses. Like if we want to run an agriculture course, we are having an ICAR approval. And yes, as we are discussing about the law program, yes, university is approved with the Bar Council of India to run all the courses inside the campus premises. And if we talk about the placement, these are few of the highlights of the placements where we are having more than 200 plus recruiteds. And few of our star placements with the packages in crores, we can say, and few of the other students, those who are placed on the package are 1 crore, 64 lakhs, 62.7 and 54.9 lakhs. And you name the company, you name the country, we are having a student placed over there. A few of the accolades like 54.75 lakhs, 48 lakhs, 58 lakhs. And all the big giants, either it's Google, Yahoo, Apple, Accenture, Amazon, we are having our students working over there. And yes, Our university is totally focused on industry emergence. We are having training and internships for the students, industry projects, academy industry connect, association, and online learning space for the student, those who are studying in the campus. And yes, a few of the rankings given by the Ministry of Education, NIRF, we rank at 31st amongst all the government and private universities and different domains. If I talk about pharmacy, we are 13th. If agriculture, 17th. If I talk specifically about law, we are 26th rank in the nation by NIRF. And few other rankings, 48th in engineering, 11th, 51 in innovation. And if I talk about other rankings given by the Times Higher Education, we ranked 5th in India, and by the WURI, we are at 4. And yes, while studying in the campus, if a student is having a mind to go abroad, we are having that options with them also in different mode. If a students want to study half of the study in the campus and half of the study in abroad, so they will be given the degree by the foreign universities. We call them as a credit transfer programs. In other, we are having semester exchange, summer winter exposure program, international internship opportunities, scholarship for meritorious students to study in abroad universities, and master abroad programs also are there in these international exposure. And these are few of the glimpses where students were studying in different universities of the country like Australia, UK, Canada, US, and France. And yes, university focus on the curriculum that after every 6 months, we update our curriculum depending upon the demand of the market, and it's very flexible outcome-based curriculum we have. Obviously, in the today's era, we are having technology-driven curriculum, industry-focused, and yes, skill-enhanced curriculum we are having for the students, those who are going to come to join our campus. And yes, apart from the academics, university also focus on the extracurricular activities of the students. Like few of the students, if you are not aware, that we sent about 24 students in the Paris Olympic 2024. We were the first university in the country and the second university in the world to send 24 Olympians at Paris Olympic 2024. Neeraj Chopra, Bajrang Punia, these are all the students of our university. And the team who won bronze medal, 8 students were there from the LPU. And few of the other glimpses of the student of LPU, those that performed well in different places of the country or the world. And yes, students, those who are studying here, apart from academics, apart from extracurricular activities, we are providing them exposure so that they can get the best out of that. We had 106th Indian Science Congress, and late Mr. Arun Jaitley inaugurated our LPU startup school. Then President of Afghanistan and then President of India on the stage of LPU. And different dignitaries come to the LPU, discuss about their career, that how they achieve this, and students get chance to interact with them. And yes, to become a holistic, developed student, what you actually need is the combination of 3 things: academics, exposure, and extracurricular. So if you are good in all these 3 things, then you consider yourself a placement ready or a market ready student, right? And if the students are coming from far-flung areas, we are having very good hostels for them. And these are the glimpses of the infrastructure clicked by the student of our university. This is the night view of the hostels. And yes, in case of any emergency, we are having full-fledged 50-bedded hospital inside the campus. And for your fitness, we are having gym inside the campus, Mac lab for the student of CSC, library for all the students inside the campus. And yes, to meet all your daily needs, we're having mall inside the campus where you can meet all the things that you require. Auditorium, sports stadium, where you can play, and we are having Olympic-sized swimming pool inside the campus. And yes, I was talking about the residential facilities. It's a ragging-free campus without turnstile gates at the entrance. And if you're coming from the distant area, we are having fully secured campus for you. And yes, now coming to the main point, if you want to take admission in lovely professional university, then you have to take an exam named LPU NEST, Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test. As the name suggests, that it is for the entrance and for scholarship both. If we talk about the law courses like BA LLB, BB LLB, The eligibility criteria is 60% in your 12th standard plus LP Nest or CLAT should be qualified. All right, that LP Nest is the mandatory thing that you have to qualify. And there are 2-3 benefits of this exam. First is the gateway to the world-class university. For sure, if you want to come to us, this exam will remain mandatory. Secondly, study grant of ₹1 lakh if you got selected in any of the national level institutions like IITs, NITs, National Law University, IHM. So if you got selected in these universities and you performed well in our exam also, our university is going to give you ₹1 lakh as a study grant to study over there, not in our campus. And yes, we are giving scholarship on the basis of this exam also. And the test structure, I'm taking an example of BTech for instance, like physics, chemistry, maths, and English would be the 4 mandatory subjects, 25 questions from each, 4 marks, 100 total, and total will be 400 marks. And there will be different test structure for different streams. So it is all available on our website, and you can check over there. And apart from the scholarship that we are offering on the basis of LP Nest, we are offering scholarship on the basis of 12th standard. Your performance in the 12th standard, or if you're taking admission in any PG program, your performance in the last qualification, like graduation. Right? If you perform well in that, then even we are providing scholarship on the basis of that. 80% above, 90% above, 95% above, we are having different slabs for it. And yes, a few other scholarship like on the basis of work experience, national test base, innovation startup, entrepreneurship, sports and culture, research and development, social service, bravery awards, board toppers, and other things. And yes, for the student, those are board toppers, your study will gonna remain free of cost if you come to us, if you're a board topper in any board in the nation. And yes, for the student, those who belong to the defense dependents, we are providing 20% additional scholarship on the remaining fees if your parents are in defense. And if your parents are teachers, then also we are providing 20% additional scholarship. And any unfortunate situation of student is orphan, then we are having different slabs for economically weaker sections, single girl child, single mother child, and specially abled persons. We are having different scholarship for all of these categories. And yes, a few of the categories where we are giving scholarship, 100% fee waiver to the board toppers. In bracket 2, we are giving top-notch scholarship if a student got 98% in his 12th standard, and 95 to 97.9 for bracket 3, and 90 to 94.9 for bracket 4. And if you lie between 80 to 89.9, you will be given the scholarship as per the bracket 5. For an instance, there are certain courses where we are offering scholarship up to 60%, 30 here, 40 here, 45 here, and 50 here, and 60, 100% here. And if you're taking admission in the PG program, then your graduation score should be between 70 to 79.9 for bracket 5, 80 to 89.9 for bracket 4, 90 to 94.9 for bracket 3, and 95% above if you want to lie in bracket 2. And obviously, yes, if you're a topper in your national level test or in your school college, then also we are providing 100% fee waiver. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much. If you have any question, any query, you can ask in the chat box. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sukhwinder Singh. So as I can see, there's some questions from our participants. Can we take the questions, Dr. Rana and Mr. Sukhwinder?
Sure.
Yeah, I dropped, Dr. Rana, I dropped one question in poll. The question was, how well prepared do you feel for legal interviews and internships? The options were very well prepared, somewhat prepared, need more guidance, not prepared yet. And almost 2 options clicked by the attendees. One is somewhat prepared, and the second is not prepared yet. Can you please discuss about this?
Sorry, ma'am, I was on mute. Ma'am, I would like you to kindly repeat the question because there was a bit lag. So it will be great.
Okay, no problem. I'm repeating the question. I dropped the question in the poll. The question was, how well prepared do you feel for legal interviews and internships?
Okay.
The options were, can I repeat the options also?
Yes.
Yeah, the options were very well prepared, somewhat prepared, need more guidance, not prepared yet. Almost the attendees clicked on two options. These options are somewhat prepared, not prepared yet. Can you please discuss about this?
Okay. So when I get this feedback from somewhat prepared or need more guidance, one thing or one surety which I would like to provide you, that at LPU, we attempt to prepare you at every stage. It's not like that, okay, I'm providing you guidance in your third semester or fourth semester, and then at final time when the interview is scheduled, you would not be given any guidance. From third, like in a 5 year course, from third year onwards, we have the specific subject for the preparation of interviews in the name of soft skills, which is there in third and fourth year. And in fifth year, for the placement register, okay, let me decipher this way also, that for preparation of placements, we have special placement classes also, which are known as PEP classes, in which the students are always given the guidance during the final year and pre-final year about the interviews, how they have to conduct themselves in interview, what questions could be probably asked by an employer, and what kind of preparation is required. Not only during those PEP classes, but before the interview also. So say that tomorrow is an interview. Tomorrow an interview is lined up for the student. We shall be having a special session a day before the interview where a mock is conducted, a mock interview is conducted to give a first-hand experiences to the students about the probable question which could be asked by the employer. So we are always there. So whether the answer is somewhat prepared or not yet prepared, we are always there to help you, and we shall be guiding you at every stage of your career. Thank you.
So much, Dr. Ranamita. Someone is asking, how can students effectively prepare for interviews to succeed in legal internships and career opportunities?
Okay. So when I was presenting, the only question and the first question, in fact, like in second year or third year, once you have an experience, you may find opportunities bit easily. But the problem lies during the first year for getting an internship. And my genuine advice to first year students for getting an internship and preparation of interviews is that always go to the district courts first. Fine, because district court is a home ground where the matters are dealt on the fact as well as law. So once you are there, it will be easy for you to grab the internship. And when you talk about, as the question was more about interview and not getting the internship, be truthful to yourself. Even the other person who is taking that interview knows the level of the person. What all is required is truthfulness, whatever you are mentioning. And secondly, the zeal to learn. Thirdly, the commitment towards the opportunity which you are taking. That's it. This is the only thing, because I was talking to a recruiter and I also asked them the same question, that what do you look in a candidate? They said that we can teach them anything. If I'm recruiting something, I know the student doesn't know anything. I know the candidate doesn't know anything. I will teach him. The passion, the commitment to learn must be from the student side. And that commitment must be shown in the communication. That is the only thing which is required. Be truthful. If I know something, I know something. If I don't know something, I'm ready to learn. I'm open to learn.
I hope you got your answer from our expert, Dr. Rana Mehta. So, Mr. Sukhwinder, I dropped one question regarding the admission. Do you want LPU office details in your city? Everyone clicked on the yes answer. Can you please discuss about this, the LPU office details in your city?
Okay. Actually, if you allow me to share my screen, I can let them know that how they can find the office. In the
Yes.
Just
Yeah, you can share your screen.
So just need to visit our website. Our website is www.lp.in. And once you reach our website, click on admissions. And in admission, you will find to have LPU office in your city. Just click on here and you will find two kinds of offices. One is permanent counseling office, where we have permanent offices in these different cities. If you talk about Delhi, Assam, Himachal, Haryana, and even in down south, we are having offices in Kerala, we are having Andhra, and 2-3 offices in Andhra, in Vijayawada, Tirupati, Rajahmundry, and Visakhapatnam. And yes, for the sake of admission season only, from we can say April till July, we are having different Karma offices where you need to select your state. Like if you want to go, if you are from Arunachal Pradesh and you want to visit our office, we are having our office in Itanagar, and these are the 2 persons available in these offices. You will be having their contacts number with them and the dates on which they will be available and the location like they are available on this particular hotel. Let's take an example of Bihar. So we are having permanent office at Patna, and apart from that, we are visiting different cities for the sake of counseling in these cities. Like Begusarai, we're having these 2 persons to visit. On 7th and 31st May, they will be available on Hotel Tahiti Resort, like this. So if you are from any of the state, you can select your state out of the states and then select the particular city, and you will find the person over there. I hope I cleared things.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Sukhwinder Singh. So I hope everyone got the answers from our experts. If anyone have any question regarding the admission, they just write on our set admissions@lpu.co.in, and you can do WhatsApp chat with us. Our WhatsApp number is 98525 69000. I'm repeating the number. It's 98525 69000. And once again, thanks to our experts, Dr. Rana Medda and Mr. Sukhwinder Singh. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in. Under this admission and under this LPU Edu-Webinars, you will find the past and upcoming webinars. And you can access this video on YouTube also later. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I will be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you.